Ahoy, Captains! You're just in time for the celebrations. 4th anniversary update is here with a ton of new content. Let's go! We're keeping it real for this special update with the anniversary free gift bundle, available in the store for all players. But there's much more, of course. Get your hands on Ultimate Crates, new containers that give you a chance to obtain rare crates. Or consider getting Tier 7 USN Cruiser Congress with more items in stock. Worth mentioning that from the start of the update, you'll be able to receive Ultimate Crate as a victory bonus. Some of the new items are available for Quadrands, a special event currency that you can spend on various goods, such as coveted Super Vive or Super 6 crates. We also welcome our sailors to take part in the Special Bureau project and join the new seasons of ranked battles. Stay tuned. This summer, we prepared a special web event with free gifts for every player. Collect keys to open cells and gain celebratory rewards. It could be crates, camos, or up to 10,000 Quadrands total. Don't forget to play every day to open new gifts. The Italian summer is at its full blast. Join the new campaign with Italian premium battleship Giuseppe Verdi serving as the ultimate prize. This Italian beauty carries huge guns as her main battery with SAP secondaries alongside and has enough speed and agility to outmaneuver her enemies. Try her yourself. Captains, with even more good news, the training mode makes an entrance to World of Warships Legends. You can now create training battles with your friends without affecting stats or your credit savings, and master a perfect playstyle for your future clashes. Finally, good news for all the fans. Azure Lane commanders, ships, and skins from all the waves are once again available to obtain in the store starting from July 31st. Get a chance to impress your teammates with a unique look or pick up one of the coveted items you might have missed. Practice makes perfect, Captains. Join the celebrations and turn the tide.
Hello and welcome to the anniversary update stream. We're glad to be here to show you and bring probably one of the biggest additions to World of Warships Legends in a long time. Well, unless you include clans, of course, or fleets. But we have training rooms now in the game. We know it's quite busy, but it should shake out and become much more available for players whenever they want it to throughout the week. But I am not alone tonight. I am joined by Panos, or Orochi.
It's Orochi, everyone. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the official update stream. We've been very active around Discord, all the media. It is quite a big update for us, anniversary update. And yeah, welcome to the stream. I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend. I hope you've had a wonderful Monday so far. I think it's Monday pretty much everywhere. Yep. At this point, I also see World of Tanks console is joining us in the live stream. I'm not sure who's behind that, but hello there. And yeah, guys, we have to go through a lot today. It's quite a big update. I know what's on your minds right now, and that's training rooms. I don't know if you've had the chance to try them yet. There are a lot of different things, a lot of fun things you can do in training rooms, as also shown by our trailer before the streams. Like a lot of Minotaurs, a lot of Simakazes, you know.
Yeah. And so, but we are going to stay away from training rooms tonight so that you guys have plenty of rooms to use. But there will be a special stream to show off training rooms and kind of do some fun things with you guys, like maybe Mikasa's versus Yamato or whatever you would like to do. So, but that will be later on, I think on Friday or next Monday.
Not sure about the day, but there is going to be a stream around that. So
yeah,
stay tuned. Stay tuned.
But tonight we're going to show you the new ships and kind of do some Q&A and that sort of stuff about the new update. So we've got Congress, we've got Repulse, and Giuseppe Verdi.
I know what you're thinking. I'm not going to start talking about Giuseppe Verdi right now. We are gonna go through some other stuff first, and if I can take the camera real quick.
Sure.
So I can show you one of the most recent additions to the game, which is the new menu. And I'd love to hear more about it, guys. Please tell us your opinions. We've been around again in Discord all day so far. A lot of you guys liked it. It is different. It's a new style. Personally, I really like the small animations in between the different tabs. And as I am in the menu right now. Let's go to the store and actually see one of the birthday tab with a new currency that we have, quadrants. By the way, like obviously, hashtag read the patch notes. I hope you've all read the patch notes already. Otherwise, Blip is going to be very angry about it.
Yep.
But I want to show you guys the ultimate crates that we have, which is basically crates that have inside them more crates from different drops, different collections of items. And if I can go quickly to my containers in the new menu, I can actually show you how these look like, and be very careful not to open all the containers at the same time. So I'm gonna press A. And inside I find the Lunar New Year 23 crate. It's not Lunar New Year, but that's intended. You're gonna get another crate from them, and you can go ahead after and open it. It's again the next one, and that container contains something from that pool of items of the crate. An important thing to note, because that was a question I saw on Discord a couple of times, is that when it comes to fleets, you receive oil from the ultimate crate, not also the crate that's inside it.
Yep. This was mentioned in the patch notes. You basically only get like one crate's worth of oil from the ultimate crates. The ultimate crates have 10 different crates in them, varying from our past events that we've had, including Black Friday, Halloween, the Lunar New Year, and some others, which are all have chances of getting pretty decent ships in them. And so it's a quite good crate overall in terms of you have pretty good odds in getting something nice.
Exactly. And I'm obviously in the Commander's tab because I really like this screen in particular with the Zeppelin and the Commander on the left. So we can actually, if we don't have something to show right now, apart from a couple of ships for this update, I think we're going to start with the lower divisions and work our way up. What do you think, Blip?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm sure that Blip has a very exciting build for repulse.
Yep. I'm gonna steal the camera real quick.
He really wants to show it.
So we got you got basically Repulse has engine boost as well as spotter plane or EST. It is an 8% engine boost, and with a hood build with both of the speed inspirations, this means you can get a 41 knot repulse with engine boost active, which is quite obscene. And I don't even have Bruce Fraser max, so this could be, or even Caprat max. It could be even faster. So I am quite looking forward to trying this out on stream. I tried it out earlier with without these two inspirations, and it was still very fast. So, but to be very fast, you also give up a lot of protection.
Yeah.
Basically, this ship is a little bit of a Rico from the Penguins in Madagascar of Kaboom, but
yes, Rico, Kaboom.
You win some, you lose some in that regard. So, but Repulse is fantastic. It's accurate. It's got 2.0 Sigma with battlecruiser dispersion. Very accurate battleship. It's got the traditional Royal Navy 15-inch guns. And loads of speeds, loads of heals. So quite a solid ship. You can get Repulse through the Quadrants, which is part of the anniversary event, birthday event. You can get Repulse entirely for free. Don't even need to buy Admiralty backing. Don't need to do anything. But what you will need to do is you need to complete the campaign. You need to do Treasure Hunt.
Which is a web event. It's going to go live
on Wednesday.
On Wednesday. It's actually something quite cool. Obviously on the web, the team has worked and came up with a really fun concept of how to do it. And it uses, it's going to be using some keys that you can get for free Actually, I don't think there is an option to actually pay for those keys.
Yeah, you can get them through credits or through promotion orders. If you have a surplus of promotion orders, this is a nice place to drop some of those.
Get more keys, and through those you can get ripples for free if you gather enough quadrants, which is entirely possible. And if you want to get the ship, you're free to do so.
Yeah,
basically.
And if you want to get Congress, the absolute minimum is to get Admiralty backing for the campaign. That way you can get 10,000 from the treasure hunt, you get 9,000 from the campaign with Admiralty backing, and then you can also get this bundle here for 50,000 global experience, which gives you 1,500 quadrants. That'll bring you up to 20,500, which is just enough to get Congress if you want to get that. So this update is really, really good for kind of your free-to-play players, as well as for players that maybe only just get the campaign. You can get either one of these ships essentially for free. But also the treasure hunt web event gives you a ton of other stuff that's totally worth getting. There's probably some credits in there. There's going to be crates of different kinds, all sorts of stuff. So definitely, if you're a free-to-play player, keep an eye out for that and make sure you're doing your missions and doing your web campaign.
Also, I thought I mentioned it, but my mind is just running a bit too fast. You do earn keys by playing every day.
Yep.
It's fine, guys. It's Monday, and it's update day.
Yeah. Treasure hunt starts on Wednesday, and will run throughout the entirety of the update. So make sure you get started on that whenever you can, and keep an eye out on our social media for whenever, and they will alert you whenever you can get started. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we do it? Okay, before actually we do it, I want to share my very unique build on this ship. I'm running the Pirate Potato flag. That's the build. And let's go. Repulse is pretty. It is indeed quite pretty.
Yeah, Repulse is one of the beautiful British battlecruisers that were made. All of them, in my opinion, were very nice looking ships, and Repulse is up there with the best of them. She's in a way related to kind of like an older or upgraded version of Congo in a sense of the core design, but the armor profile is much different, and it's based on the Revenge class battleships. So Renown and Repulse were the two Revenge class battleships that were kind of canceled and then saved from being completely canceled and turned into battlecruisers, or kind of entirely rebuilt as battlecruisers, and they served very well in World War II. Repulse, unfortunately, was sunk in the end of 1941 on December 8th as part of Force Z alongside Prince of Wales. But she dodged 19 torpedoes before going down.
19?
19 torpedoes.
Sounds like my typical Yamato game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the perfect battleship for our friend Final Boss to practice against Shimikazes.
Yep. So I've had a couple of games on Repulse so far today. There is a balance you have to strike with this ship. I just not have will to rebuild anyway. You are a battlecruiser, which means you are not invincible. You are gonna take damage, and because you're a battlecruiser, you tend to be quite fast, which makes not being in a bad spot quite difficult if you're not paying attention.
And it's also easy to get into a bad spot.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
fast,
quite easy. On top of that, your accuracy is pretty good, but obviously you don't have a lot of guns.
Remember, and so
you do slap, the guns do slap, do overmatch a lot of things. So shots that are placed correctly, well, that was placed, but definitely it was a bit far away, do a lot of damage.
Yeah, I can talk a bit more about training rooms and kind of that situation after this match, if you guys want to talk about that. What we're playing on, we're both playing on an Xbox Series X.
Right now, yes. Yep, okay. Oh, torpedoes. Can we dodge? Can we reenact something historic here? I don't think so.
I believe in you. Just remember this
The torp
kiting.
did not believe me.
Does Repulse have the British short fuse AP? I think it does, but I need to double check that to say for certain.
I do see a carrier. I do see a
we got
broadside
Shinonome
carrier.
up here. A little bit of a rare bird.
Let's try here. Okay, the Nürnberg should be dead in a couple of shots, so I'm not gonna bother with him.
Does Repulse have decent Sigma? Yes, Repulse has 2.0 Sigma, which is very good for a
okay.
battleship. And how do you get Repulse? You get Repulse by participating in the anniversary events.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
So-
shoot at the Nürnberg.
You can finish the campaign. You can also participate in the treasure hunt, dodging more torpedoes.
Yes, we are gonna play the campaign ship. Like the Shinonome really wants me.
She just torped at me, so you're just the secondary target.
Yeah. Is the Flutaga turning? Yeah, I think so. Okay, the carrier is doing some interesting maneuvers there. I think he's gonna be my next target. Is the food good on Ripples? This sounds like something historic that I have no clue about.
I have no idea what the food is like on Repulse.
Was there a meme around that?
I don't think so. Though Repulse did go around the world with Hood in 1923, which was kind of an interesting trip.
Panzer actually.
Repulse is not in the Super 5 crates. You can only get Repulse through participation in the anniversary event.
Shoot the one destroyer. Destroyer is no longer here.
Guess we need to focus the Hyuga down.
Yep. Do have shots on the rest of the ships though, but I don't seem to be hitting a lot today, so might as well go for the target that's closer.
I guess the question is which Hyuga.
That's also fair.
I need to turn away. You do have 15-inch guns with Repulse, which means you can overmatch the bow of battleships at your tier, which is quite nice. Just like with Warspite.
What does RGA mean? Range of guaranteed acquisition.
Range of guaranteed acquisition is normally it's 2 kilometers. If you have the target acquisition systems module, then it is 3 kilometers. And this is essentially the guaranteed proximity spotting range where you will spot an enemy ship. Doesn't matter if they're in smoke, doesn't matter if they're behind an island. But so this can be useful if you're going to be pushing destroyers and smoke screens and similar situations. Usually it's going to be hunting down destroyers on your islands. I see Pliv has finally mastered the form of art, or the kiting. Yes, kiting battleship in their back line.
Also, your side of kiting.
So which day does the Azure Lane collab make a return? That will return next week. And it will be available throughout the entire update.
指揮官様エンジンブーストを始動しますわ戦闘海域
How many WoW cell CMs
Over
are
6 foot.
over 6 foot? I think Aaron keeps track of these statistics, so maybe ask him.
Are these Hyugas playing together?
No, actually.
Oh. Is this naturally forming teamwork?
Yeah, I need another battle with the ripples.
Yeah, Repulse is a lot of fun.
I only track 315 bends. Well, I hope we can reach that with the new training rooms. So maybe there's gonna be more.
Gonna need some heavy lifting on that one.
Yeah.
I actually have no idea how much I can bench. I've never done it. So probably not much.
Gym stream soon?
No. And then there's me eating the damage.
Yeah, we're gonna do another battle. I'm still calibrating, guys. It's fine. Wow's lifting. I don't know how much I can bench now, guys. My gym is actually closed.
Oh, rip.
Yep, they're doing like new stuff. So it's summertime. It's a good time for it to
Maintenance moment.
not maintenance. They're adding more benches. They're adding more. They're adding a sauna now. Like, I don't know.
Oh, nice.
It's chest day. Yes, Chile. Well, not for me. Maybe for you, but yeah.
Yeah. The speed of Repulse is fantastic. Allows you to run all the way to their line and then run all the way back. Just like this. I have a feeling this Hyuga's running well to rebuild. But he might just be normal healing.
I don't know if it was answered already, but does Ripples have battlecruiser dispersion?
Yes. Repulse has Battlecruiser Dispersion and 2.0 Sigma, which is both very good things to have for a battleship. But at cost of essentially you have very, very thin armor. Yeah, we're gonna lose this one, so might as well YOLO in and see what I can do. Today is a good day to die. 2.0 Sigma. Sigma is your shell grouping stat. So this is what Cunningham improves as an inspiration. It essentially dictates your RNG for your shells, means that more of your shells will land near where you're aiming. So higher Sigma is better. Most battleships have around 1.8 Sigma or 1.7 Sigma. So having 2.0 Sigma is quite good. All right. This Hyuga will go down if they'll help me.
There's also a carrier just zooming around.
Yeah, he's coming up on my side.
Does our Hyuga get 64 palms? Chile. Come on. It's a bit too early for anime references.
I'm gonna eat this torpedo as well. I got the Hyuga though. Yes. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. Battle lost.
So,
I want to do another Repulse game.
yeah, me too.
I want some redemption. Wait, actually, I need to change something.
Okay, so can I ask something about training mode? I don't quite understand the site, but can I use my Yamato for training? Yes, you can use whatever ship you want for training mode. But for bots, you can only use tech tree ships. So for the targets that you choose, you have to use tech tree ships. But you can be in whatever ship you want to use, including Yamato, including, I don't know, Mikasa. So
Tiger 59.
Tiger 59, yeah. Whatever ship you want to bring in, you can bring.
Okay, so we have an Omaha that's not gonna have a very fun time. Königsberg, only one destroyer, which is gonna be a bit off the lore of the ship. Not that that really helped last battle, but anyway.
Does Petropavlovsk? No, Petropavlovsk has essentially just a slightly worse version of heavy cruiser dispersion. She does not get any special improved dispersion at close range. She does not have that.
No way people are mentioning Condé. Who's mentioning Condé? So I don't lose any credits for repairs. No, you do not. You do not receive or anything, and you do not lose anything.
Yeah, there is no economy at all in training rooms. When is Blip going to ascend to the throne? I have no idea.
What LG hasn't already?
Repulse HE is good. Repulse HE should be like essentially like Warspite HE, but I have to check that, which I can check after this game.
There are a lot of ships going to the right
Yeah.
right now.
Actually, I'm gonna swap sides.
Yeah.
I never talked about training rooms after the last battle. Yes, that's true. I'm sorry. I'll get there. So we don't plan to show training rooms during this stream. We'll have a special stream specifically for training rooms, but I can answer some questions that you guys might have. This BB got speed, or are we using hood speed build? We are using hood speed build, but this ship does also have very high speed.
Königsberg is
This is just essentially the maximum speed you can get. Königsberg about to find out.
found out.
He did indeed find out. Yeah. Probably can't show one because you can't get into one. Within the first day of training rooms and maybe even the first few days, they're going to be very full. But we fully expect them to things to open up and it to be easier to get into training rooms later in the week. Yeah, this is not the move to make.
Get this down. We are more free to move. I'll probably go to A.
Where's the bow armor of repulse? I think bow armor of repulse is 19 millimeters, but I need to double check.
Yeah, I'll go towards A.
What's my favorite gun on the repulse? Well, it's not the triple 4-inch gun. Seems their Serov wants me to no longer be here.
How is the AA? I'm actually not sure.
The anti-aircraft on repulse is nothing to write home about. Like not great, not terrible. So about 3.6 Ronkin. Was the Sigma Siegfried? I don't remember. A lot of battleships.
Yeah, Repulse is not it for me today. Sorry, guys. Was having pair angles or lesser time fuse like hood.
I'll go into the details of Repulse's shells after this battle because I need to look them up and on my laptop here. So I don't like this California, but I also feel like I probably can't do very much to him. He can do more to me.
Well, we get this cap. I think there's not much that they can do. They don't seem to have an intention of pushing, so we'll just win on points.
What commander am I using on Repulse? I'm using Azure Lane Hood because I want all of the speed. I gotta go fast. Why does it feel like Azure Lane Scharnhorst makes battleship dispersion worse instead of better? If you feel like Azure Lane Scharnhorst is making your dispersion worse, that may honestly be an issue with how you're aiming. Because if you're more accurate, you have essentially a less spread and less, I guess, random chance to hit something. So you may need to check out maybe some YouTube videos and some help on how to aim, where to aim in different situations at enemy ships. See if we can knock out the Serov, maybe. I now have a mission.
And you have some pretty good shots. If you wanna go fast, you need to paint Repulse red, because we all know red goes faster. That's deep lore, but it checks out.
And if we paint it purple, it increases the concealment.
Now the only thing is we need to become orcs.
Some believe in the heart of the cards.
Any news on new Tech 3 ships or ship types? We usually announce this in articles with the usual process of having them in early access. So there's nothing right now on announced. So you're not gonna get an answer from.
I'm not gonna dodge
here.
these. Oh no.
You're fine. You're fine. Like, yeah. You're
Ironically,
fine.
if I had dodged into them, I would have taken less there. But you're gone, Serov. Goodbye. I'll take that trade any day. Okay, let's answer some questions. Let me handle the repulse stats first. We'll go back to the, well, actually no. We'll keep having the battle going in the background.
We can go back to. I can go back to port and have the stats ready in case we need to see them, like gun calibers and stuff like that.
Yep.
And armor.
You can.
Eye for an eye, indeed.
All right, so it's Repulse has the typical shell stats that you would expect from basically any British battleships. She has short fuse, armor piercing shells with normal penetration angles, and she has high explosive. That is 1/4 high explosive penetration. So exactly what you would expect from a British battleship like Queen Elizabeth, or let's say Queen Elizabeth, Vanguard, King George V, these kinds of ships.
Azure Lane Commanders and Azure Lane content is going to be available starting next week.
Yep. So.
And it's going to include all the sets as well.
So the Firestar, or here, let's go over the the shell chance here. So this is my build on Repulse right now. So I do have flammable cannoneer, crisscross, and these stats. But The fire chance is 34%, 5,300 damage, and the traditional 15-inch British shell. So your survivability is not the greatest perk of this ship. It does have a reasonable amount of hit points and and some good heals, but her armor is not very much not a battleship, and the armament is quite good. The guns are very accurate. You have your normal traits of British battleships, but you only get 6 guns. The air defense is nothing to write home about. Air attack is ultimately what sank Repulse in history, but the maneuverability is very good, and the concealment is all right. So talk about some training rooms here. So we'll just go, you're the squad leader. So,
Okay.
So why was there a limit of 50 rooms in the first place? Was it hardware or software limitation, or just a chance to initially test it while keeping the test group to a controlled number? So, so 50 rooms is a limit, or is both a mixture of hardware limitations, because ultimately every server has a limited amount of space. Like there's a lot of server space on our servers for even standard battles and versus AI battles, but sometimes we do actually reach this maximum capacity on those, and then we add a little bit more space to it. So part of that is why we have 50. Another thing is that we went and looked at all of the other games and took their data, all the other wargaming games that is, and took their data on how many people actually use training rooms, even from day one, and from year 3 on. And so, if we went and I went and looked at the PC EU training rooms today, they had like 4 of them open. It's not very commonly used in a lot of these other games, so we didn't want to take up from other parts of our server room to put into training rooms if it was not going to be used, or will not be used. And also, we fully expect that the usage of training rooms will decrease after the initial hype of, hey, it's just been out, we've been waiting forever, let's give it a try. After that dies out a little bit, it'll be used in a more regular amount, and then we can figure out how much server space we need to add, or even maybe take away to maximize our resources. So
We've known for a long time that, guys, you really want to see training rooms. They're finally in the game. They're working fine, and everyone is excited to try them. Try, a couple of those fun matchups, let's say 9 CMOS, and check them out for themselves. So in the first days, obviously, most people are gonna try it, but later on, we do expect demand for those training room slots to go down.
Yeah. So 4 rooms should be sufficient. Then why open 50? Because 4 rooms for PC, this is like 3 years after they released training rooms fully. So they've had a lot of that time of just people using them and getting that excitement out. So 50 allows us to bring out more and allow a lot of people in, or at least a lot more people in than what would be otherwise the option, which would be less than 50. So.
They are not working at all because it only takes 50 people to block them. So they are working.
Yeah.
I feel training rooms will be fun for streamers. Definitely, especially in the CC program. Like all of them were happy, and they like some of them already streamed and had some fun with training rooms. Some created just some training rooms to try them out, and yeah, they are a lot of fun.
You are afraid people would abandon standard and set up their own games and run their own leagues? No, not at all. No, because generally speaking, players already like most players that you interact with in World of Warships Legends are people who are not really connected with the community or connected with anybody else in the game. They're just kind of solo players having a day, and so a lot of those players, they're not going to start up training rooms and these things and play against their friends. Training rooms is for the very hardcore people who want to have a very competitive environment and actually curate these games for each other. But that does not make anywhere near the majority of Legends players.
Just like on the topic of like taking away from random battles. You remember that training rooms don't allow you to progress certain things or earn, or for that matter, I guess, lose resources as well. So people want to progress their ships, progress their ship lines, play versus other players in random battles, and I don't see that stopping.
Yep.
So next ship in the line is going to be Congress.
Congress. All right. Do we need congressional approval?
I'm not sure about U.S. jurisdiction over this, so you're gonna have to be my guide on it.
All right. Flip. Oh. Hang on. Check my invites. Do we have a wild? To get used to the new. You're gonna have to add a Rochi because he is the division leader if you're wanting to join in.
Yeah. Well, let me check my invites.
Let's see. Do any of the CMs have any regrettable tattoos?
Why are you looking at me?
You have the most tattoos out of all of us.
I don't regret any one of my tattoos, actually.
Yeah. I only have one tattoo. I don't regret it at all.
I have 5 of them. Don't really regret any one of them. My most recent is where's the camera? My most recent is this one.
Yep.
And I'm sure which one of our CCs is gonna talk about this, but one of our CCs is gonna jump in and talk about this. I think it's gonna be Chile.
So, carrier legendary mods. There are no plans for carrier legendary mods right now. Can you pin 10 tier 1s against 1 legendary tier in training rooms? You can pin 9 tier 1s against a legendary tier ship.
Rod's has tattoos I couldn't see from the reflection from his head on the camera. Well, my head is brighter than some people's future, so. But I can actually offer a solution to that.
There we go.
Boom. Done.
Easy.
Okay, so we do have a guest for this stream. It's gonna be Tikane. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Yeah.
You got it.
And he's gonna join us on Congress.
For one game.
For one game?
Yep.
Okay. I'm down. Let's do it. Yeah, this looks much better on me. I should stream with a hat all the time, guys. What do you think?
We'll have their next High Fire.
Hmm?
See, High Fire also streams.
A lot of our CCs actually do.
Yeah, too.
I think we have Jackson, and I think there's someone else as well.
Mike does on occasion.
Yeah.
So Congress coming in store next week. Congress is already in the store, but she is available through the events. So you need to gather up your quadrants and in order to get Congress. The best way to get quadrants is through the campaign with Admiralty backing and by doing the treasure hunt web event, which begins on Wednesday. How many people serve on a Yamato-class battleship? Over 3,000. Yes. Lots of people.
I knew it was a lot, but yeah.
Yeah.
How many potatoes do we need to sacrifice for Orochi to wear the hat more often? I don't think it scales with potatoes, it scales with my receding hairline. Orochi, are you Greek? Yes. If so, they have some great naval caps. They do. I have a lot of friends in the Navy. And yeah, their uniforms and hats are amazing. For a while, actually, I was considering of joining the Greek Navy. Fun fact.
Yeah. Can you get both Congress and Repulse from this event? Yes, but you cannot get both ships without spending some doubloons on ultimate crates. But you can get either one of them. You can get Repulse completely for free, or you can get Congress with just Admiralty backing. Congress Sigma is 2.05. with battlecruiser dispersion, just like Alaska. The guns essentially are exactly the same as Alaska. You get just less of them and a slower reload.
And here you are. Yes, my it's gonna be a long story. I don't know if you guys are down to hear it. Like how I switched from joining the Navy to being interested in chemistry to studying programming to pivoting to digital marketing.
It was quite the pivot there.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh yeah, that
That hurt. Yeah, those two cruisers are really booking it.
Can I get some fires on the Awami? No. Orochi is 48 confirmed. No, I'm not 48. I might look like 48, but I'm actually 24.
It's like one destroyer per team. So enemy destroyer is a small end. Will Congress or Repulse return to the store or come back as GXP ships? Right now, there's nothing we can really say about that. But my advice would be is if you want these ships, get them through this event.
Damn, that's a lot of career pivots for 24. Well, it wasn't... I didn't commit until I went to digital marketing. How is Ark Royal after her nerf? I actually haven't tried the SIP yet, but it should be significantly weaker.
Yeah. So, but from what I've been hearing, she's still quite good. So, but I can't confirm that right now.
Congress has Alaska guns.
Yes.
And she do be doing a lot of... okay. She is doing a lot of AP damage.
Right now, I'm mostly eating a lot of AP damage. I'm not really dealing it. So I'm going to hand it over to you. So you probably have a spicier
no.
game. Well, you have twice the damage that I have, so.
Okay.
When will the OLEG package be coming to the platform stores? That'll be a little bit later this update. I think on the 31st of July, but I'm not 100% sure on that. There's a lot of things to remember with how many things are happening. What happened with the Azure Lane commanders? Those arrive next week. Okay.
Not getting shots on the Tulsa. Maybe on the Massa. Is he aiming at me? Probably.
I want to see if we can try and catch out the small end so we don't have them murder these battleships.
Oh, she's not aiming at me. Okay.
How many quadrants do you get with one crate? Whenever you you only get quadrants whenever you buy crates, and you get 250 per crate that you buy.
Any ideas when subs to be added to the game? No plans right now.
small end is.
Maybe Massachusetts is a bit too angle for me to start to keep shooting AP. We'll see. Yep, she's on me. The mines is far away and pretty broadside. Hello, Ouija and chat. Hello, Drift.
Yeah, I'm not going to make it out of this, I don't think.
Where are you?
I tried to find the small end and failed.
There's a Tulsa here.
And I'm dead. All right, I'll focus on the chat now.
There was a Tulsa here. Where's the birthday cake? Someone said there was cake.
The cake is a lie.
The cake is a lie, first of all. Second, Captain Orochi of the news. About the cake. No cake today. Captain Orochi of the new ships this update, which is your personal favorite? My personal favorite ship, and I will explain why, is gonna come in a couple of games.
Yep.
Because it is Giuseppe Verdi.
Yeah. When are the Wind Roses starting? Wind Roses begin August 7th and they end on August 14th. So you'll have 1 week to get out, to grind out your Wind Roses. And for some of you, that's going to be a lot of battles. But so make sure you're paying attention and ready to grind those out on August 7th.
The cake is alive. If the cake is alive, notify local authorities. What are your favorite cake flavors, guys? Today with the questions. Red velvet.
I like Texas chocolate coffee cake.
The what?
Texas chocolate coffee cake. Yes, it's a thing.
Well, I believe you it's a thing. Now it's a thing I want to try.
Another one of us has joined the Atlantico cult. Really into this game lately. Spurgeon bought the Atlantico. It's amazing. Atlantico is
I
amazing.
completely agree. It's an amazing ship.
Yeah.
Red Velvet, come on, guys. Like, why do you act like that about Red Velvet? It's fine. It's fun. It's
Why only 1
red.
week for Wind Roses if they're one-time win bonuses anyway? Because that week is our anniversary week. World of Warships Legends officially released on August the 12th of 2019. And so that is the week that we were running the Wind Roses. No training rooms for mobile. There is no training rooms for mobile right now.
Radar?
Will we be buffing the Ark Royal? No. We just nerfed Ark Royal today. And she is... she sounds like she's still pretty good. With the neutering of Lepanto is Atlantico this new secondary king. The secondary king has always been Schlieffen. But Atlantico is essentially tied with Lepanto. So...
Okay, guns are almost on me. So I'm gonna turn. That's hard to 80, but yeah, we should be fine. Good. French carrier line, no plans. We're gaming with the chef, no. But if we... Oh, there's a bomber here that I completely forgot about. And I do not have torps.
Will we ever have a chance to set our matchmaking preferences to crossplay only? Because getting into a small match is annoying. I don't think that we'll ever have that option to set to crossplay only. Will there be a giveaway? Not this stream.
Not today. Not today.
And we get more legendary CVs because we need more CV matches. Right now, there are no plans for more CVs in general. Because we kind of want to spend some time and do some tuning on them before we release more of them. When are the Wind Roses starting? Wind Roses start August 7th, and you will have 1 week to complete them. And I can't tell you when mobile will be available in Australia. Tell us about the treasure hunt. So, treasure hunt will start on Wednesday and will last throughout the entire update, so about 32 days. It will be essentially just like you have some extra daily missions to complete to unlock some keys and unlock treasure hunt. But you can also buy additional keys for credits or promotion orders. And so I know a lot of you have some stockpiled promotion orders, maybe even in the thousands of them. This is an opportunity to drop some of those and get something for them. Otherwise, you can spend a reasonable amount of credits. It's about 20 million to get all the keys that you need to complete the treasure hunt. You need to play at least 16 days out of the 32 days to complete the daily missions, and you can.
Are the standard battle skill-based matchmaking? No.
No. There's no skill-based matchmaking in Legends.
Are there plans for... Okay, so when it comes to plans about new ships, the best way you're gonna learn about them is through one of our blogs. It's very rare that we give away ships that are coming. However, we do occasionally throw out some teasers in social media, for example, like we did with Giuseppe Verdi, where we teased the outline of the ship, and some of you actually guessed it correctly.
Yeah. Robin was cruising a new ship in the game this morning called the Adriatico. Any information on that to your Tier 7 destroyer? Adriatico is the Tier 8 Italian destroyer, which has been available for one update now. It's just a regular tech tree Italian destroyer.
We might actually win this game if Tikan can actually clutch it.
Tikana carry.
Yeah, he's doing very well.
Think you got that.
We're winning.
We're winning now, as long as nobody
We're winning.
dies. With this, our other cruiser might not make it. It's basically.
Can you play the campaign ship? I think we'll go ahead and play the campaign ship next battle, and there is a lot to talk about.
Yep.
Please survive. Please survive.
Please Tulsa.
survive.
Please Tulsa. Don't do it.
Don't Tulsa. Don't
No,
Tulsa.
don't do it. Don't do it.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Let's go.
Yes.
Tikane.
Tikana carry.
Carrying our potatoes. The potatoes of the Legends team.
And including me. Look at that. That's horrendous. I feel terrible.
Yeah.
It's
all fine.
We'll do better this time.
Tikane, thank you very, very much for the battle. It was a fun one. And guys, it is time. Is mobile... okay, so mobile questions. We share updates about the mobile version when it comes to new countries or any updates on mobile version specifically through our blogs. And when a new update drops, we do specify which parts, or if there is a new feature added, like for training rooms, for example, if it's not in the mobile version, we will let you know. But yeah, regarding updates on mobile, we will notify you once there's something new, or if more countries are added, like we did in the past. Okay, guys. The time is now, where we try the new campaign ship, Giuseppe Verdi. So I think Blip should start by saying and telling us some stuff about the ship historically.
Okay, so Giuseppe Verdi is based on ship design UP-11 by Umberto Pugliese, which was a very prolific Italian ship designer throughout the 1930s. He designed a lot of different things about Italian battleships, about Italian cruisers, Italian ships in general. The ship was sort of designed as an export model to the Soviet Union, as well as to a few other countries that were looking to Italy in order to purchase a battleship for themselves, but also designed as a successor to the Vittorio Veneto class that ultimately never went through because production of the guns was problematic. So it never happened, but there was extensive design documentation for this ship. So Giuseppe Verdi is one of these ships, as well as Marco Polo is.
Honestly, when I asked that question to Blip, I was afraid he wouldn't know that many facts, but then I remembered who I'm co-streaming with. So, yeah. I'm surprised that you guys are excited about the win. Do you dominate when you play? I think we're fairly decent players, but we're excited about this win specifically because it was quite close.
Yep.
Okay, so I think let's get into a battle with Giuseppe Verdi. Giuseppe Verdi, I like to play with a secondary build, like this, with Haruna, Franz von Hipper, and secondary skills and fight fire with fire, because in the difference between Giuseppe Verdi and the Italian battleship line, and I guess Marco Polo as well, is we don't have a smoke, but we do have a radar. What that means is, and let's queue up in the meantime, what that effectively means is that no destroyer is safe when trying to capture a point. Because especially in the first couple of days of the update, I don't think people, or some people don't realize that Verdi actually has radar, but it catches a lot of people off guard when they try to smoke. DD hunting BB. No, the roles are reversed here. And the secondaries are quite strong, especially if built around them. They do a lot of damage, they can delete destroyers, and that's kind of the thing that you're going for, or at least that I'm going for with this build. Feel free to try anything for yourselves. But that's what I like to do. Get in the action. Can you show the range on secondaries? Yeah, the secondaries are 9.5 kilometers with the build that I am running. And the radar is 9.5 kilometers. So whatever your radar touches, your secondary touch as well.
Yeah.
So the plan is, again, to actually have a balance between how much you're pushing. I think I'm going to go to the right side here.
Yeah, I'm going to join you on that.
Because you are a battleship, yes, you have secondaries, yes, but you do not have the smoke. That means that if things go wrong, the radar is not going to stop ships just destroying you.
Yeah.
So you need to be cautious, and while being cautious, try to deal as much damage as possible.
Yeah. Whose secondaries are better, Lepanto's or the campaign ship? So the Verdi has slightly better reload on the secondaries, but loses one of the crucial 152 millimeter gun turrets, which Lepanto has an extra one per side in comparison, meaning that Lepanto's, I think personally, Lepanto's is slightly better because it has that alpha strike potential, and those those 155 millimeter gun turrets are massive when it comes to SAP secondary damage. So Lepanto's still marginally better, I would say, but they're pretty close.
Do I lob this over here? Just back from training rooms. Did I? Yeah, I blitzed. It's fine. Ignore this. Just back from training rooms. Lots of fun. Glad you like them. I'm wondering what exactly you tried in the training rooms. Lepanto secondaries got nerfed indeed. They did. Range and damage.
Yeah.
Because they were quite powerful.
Yeah, they were, frankly speaking, they were oppressive. So they needed to be toned down. That Yamato didn't like that.
Are there destroyers? No. Piece free of destroyers now.
3 destroyers. But looks like we're not really over here. I'll go ahead and pop radar just to see if there is anything. Nope.
Yeah. As with Lepanto, just because it's a battleship built for secondaries, that does not mean that. Wait, am I getting torqued? I think I might be. That does not mean that its main guns do not exist. They do exist and they do a lot of damage. Is that a Shima? Yeah.
That is a Shima. Which means I need to get
We radar.
out of here.
Yeah, so as I was saying, not everyone expects the radar, and neither did this poor Shima right here. It's gonna start forward a bit, I think. Yep.
I'm dead. Maybe not. Maybe I'll make it past this torpedo. Alive!
They've already played Ripples. Yeah, not the best games.
I had decent games.
You had decent games, I didn't. Okay, there is a broadside Montana in front of us. Gonna try these guns. What is this? This is an Iwami and a Yamato. Yeah, them, as I said about the main guns. Secondary accuracy is horrible. No, ship was like at 9.5 kilometers and was like moving forward, reversing, all that.
All of the Italian battleships have like normal or average secondary battery accuracy.
I think I'm gonna try to reverse to get a shot at the Iwami, maybe delete him.
Because if they were more accurate, it would it would be a little bit disgusting,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yep.
Good luck.
Okay, story time, everyone. You ready? So someone asked me what was my favorite ship of this update, and I did answer that it is Giuseppe Verdi. So regarding Giuseppe, interesting torps. This is probably the Shima. I think it's a Shima. Giuseppe Verdi. For those who do not know, I did used to study music theory specifically, and Giuseppe Verdi is actually my favorite composer. That's why the name of the campaign is also Dies Irae, which is part of actually my favorite piece by Giuseppe Verdi, Requiem.
For context, Giuseppe Verdi historically was a famous Italian composer of music.
I said
You did?
Italian.
Okay. Yes. Italian composer. Sorry.
An Italian composer. I've studied Giuseppe Verdi specifically a lot. I went to a lot of concerts. Actually, I haven't watched, I haven't listened / watched live Verdi's Requiem, but it's something I'm looking to do quite soon, actually. So the Sigma is here, okay.
Yeah.
I wish I had radar a bit sooner. Maybe if I only hit one. There's probably another battleship here. Okay. Sorry guys,
That
stop.
torp only did 10,000. That might be the Kaba.
It is the Sim.
Maybe he's running Gunzo.
Don't know what he's running, but he should be running right now. Yeah,
Shima
so
doesn't stand a
secondaries.
chance.
Go secondaries. Also on the Montana, nice. Is this a double strike? Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so Giuseppe Verdi, everyone. New campaign ship. I mean, is there a possibility, guys, that there is gonna be a secondary focused ship in an update? That's not gonna be my favorite ship of the update.
No.
No. Now, Verdi's broken, confirmed. No. Come on, Ray. Now, some facts about Verdi and why I like him so much as a composer and an artist is that specifically his Requiem is a bit different than the other Requiems because it's a bit more aggressive, you know? Like if someone has listened to it, they know that in relation to the Requiem by Mozart and other composers, it's a bit more aggressive. As I think Theodore Kourenzis once said, he's a Greek-Russian conductor. He said that it's based on the tragedy of the man in front of death, which I found beautiful. So Rochi listens to classical music. Quite a lot, Ray. You'd be surprised how much.
One question here is how old is the new British battlecruiser compared to the Congo, and how are they different? So, in terms of age, Congo is a little bit older. The Congo entered service in 1913, roughly, while Repulse entered service in 1917, roughly, give or take a year. How are they close and how are they different? The new battlecruiser has bigger guns, but has less of the guns, and is faster. But Congo is arguably a bit tankier, ironically speaking. In reality, it was about the same, or Repulse would be stronger.
What is your secondary range, Orochi? My secondary range is 9.5. I am running the Epic secondary module, which gives me quicker reload of secondary battery guns 20%, so my secondaries fire 20% faster, or reload 20% faster, and this was the result. Yeah.
So, yeah, when it comes to nerfing Lepanto, essentially what we were looking at is Lepanto was outperforming all other battleships at tier 8, including Musashi, including Republic, including Prince Ruprecht, all of them. And so, and what we went and looked at was what damage is she dealing compared to other ships. And so, like where is her damage coming from? And so, most of the difference between Vittorio Veneto, the previous ship, and Lepanto was in terms of the secondary damage. At the end of last update, out of all of the averages, Lepanto was doing 3 times the amount of damage that Vittorio Veneto was doing with her secondaries alone. So, but the main guns were doing about the same damage. Vittorio Veneto was doing about 50,000 damage with her main guns, while Lepanto was doing 51,000 damage per game on average. But on the secondaries, Vittorio Veneto was doing 10,000, and Lepanto was doing 30,000. And so this major leap in damage was coming from Lepanto's having significantly more powerful secondaries. And so that's why we reined those back down by about 40%, which means Lepanto should still be doing somewhere in the region of 18,000 secondary damage, which is direct damage, not fire damage. And so that puts her still well within the top secondary performers in the game. She's just no longer completely an A10 Warthog Burt gun.
On the topic of Lepanto, we have a question. Why not buff the main battery reload to compensate for the secondaries nerf? Because the point was to nerf the ship. Yeah. If we compensate it, it would basically stay at the same power level or close to it. Yeah. Small note on the Giuseppe Verdi, guys. I am running a secondary build, but that doesn't mean, like, I don't know what the meta for the ship is going to be necessarily. Maybe someone finds a build that's better based on main battery guns. Feel free to try, see what works for you. Um, that's my opinion on commander builds. See what works for you specifically, and play that.
Yeah.
What makes you feel more effective? What makes you feel more powerful? Like in general, around your specific and personal playstyle. Open the 72 containers, please. Okay, guys, I'm gonna open them.
So Lepanto should outperform Vittoria Vedova because one tier higher, and she does. Her main guns do about the same, but her secondary guns do much more damage and will still do much more damage.
Okay, so opening all containers right now. Note again, I'm getting oil for those containers, not the containers that they contain. And now I'm going to open the 69 containers that I opened. And I get all this. Get a Warspite beam, which will be 82 days of premium,
Stonks.
which I really needed. And I actually needed. Yeah, here's the opening for you guys. I saw a question in Greek. Can you scroll up a bit, Blip?
Yep. We're here. You need it.
Yeah. Ποιος είναι αυτός? Εγώ δεν κοβέρτη ξέρω. Okay, έκτοτος. Both incredible artists, but maybe Giuseppe Verdi actually has a bit of an edge because he has been around, or his music has been around for more than 100 years. Giuseppe Verdi died in 1901, if I'm not mistaken. And he did have a very interesting life. So, do we do the Lepanto Giuseppe Verdi...
The meme, the dream meme.
The dream meme division? Let's do it.
Yep. So, is it possible to change ships while in training room? No. Make sure you go into training rooms with the ship you intend to use in the training room. What is the main battery dispersion of the Repulse like? Very good. It has battlecruiser dispersion and 2.0 secondary. Does Giuseppe Verdi have pre-nerf Lepanto secondaries? No. Giuseppe Verdi has slightly better reef load on her secondaries, but has less secondaries than Lepanto. And I think they also have worse firing angles, but I'm not sure.
The ship with the higher damage this much gets nerfed.
We can't promise that.
I would never vouch for a Verdi nerf this early, at least. I know Ektotos, I know. I'm gonna go to the right side. See what's popping there.
Yeah, I don't really want to stay around Bravo, so...
Did they already get to Congress on the stream? Yes, we did. And we had a guest. It was a pretty good battle. We won, so...
Yeah, Repulse was sunk in the Pacific, if I recall correctly. It's kind of the Pacific, kind of the Indian Ocean.
Wait, Clip.
Yes.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Smoke radar? Yes.
Yeah. Who sunk Repulse?
Who sunk Repulse? The Japanese.
Do you know if it was a ship specifically or...
No, it wasn't a ship. It was land-based bombers from the Japanese.
Oh, okay. When it comes to history, guys, while I am trying, yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm not blip level history yet. Yeah, we're forming a pretty nice division here with the Tulsa in an escort formation. I'll let him through because I think he wants to turn somewhere.
There are no plans at all for battleships with nuclear shells.
Yeah.
And there's a destroyer in Bravo.
Yep. I don't think my radar will...
We could turn
That's
around and
it.
go in.
Well, yeah. I'm turning. I'm turning. I have the Tulsa with me, and all the confidence in the world. No, Tulsa is
I
not
have to do a
committing.
complete 360 though. So.
Okay, okay.
Oh well, we got a destroyer on the other side of here. Hayate.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
I think that it's hard to judge where exactly the destroyer might be.
Yeah. Will there ever be nuclear bombs that one-shots everyone on the map? No.
Guys, if you're that into nukes, there is a very good movie out there you can watch live in cinemas across the globe. So
Yeah. And also nukes surprisingly don't do that much damage to battleships.
oh, the Fletcher, oh dear Fletcher, oh my god.
Like you have to, the nuke has to go off very close to a ship in order to do significant damage to it. Oh, hello, Hayate.
My secondaries need to start hitting soon, please.
No.
Okay, both destroyers are off the cap, but I'm also
You have radar? Pop
it
it.
open. I did
Oh,
pop it.
okay.
Will you make a Barbie collab?
No plans.
Let's leave it at that. Yeah. I don't want to go in the cap. There are two destroyers that I really, really annoyed a few seconds ago. So
No. I'm gonna wander out of this one.
okay, I'm undetected.
Pink John Bart, imagine.
Do we have a pink ammo?
Nope. We should get a pink one. Or a purple one.
We do have, I think, a purple-ish one.
Yeah, there's like a dark blue one. But
Yeah. When collaboration with Oppenheimer, no plans, and before anyone asks, no plans for a Barbenheimer collaboration either. Just before anyone asks.
Yeah, the story of Nevada is really cool. She was extremely durable ship. And also, like, very much an example of, like, why Iowa is not, like, this god-tier battleship that can take everything in the world. It's like, Iowa is a battleship, and it is a very powerful battleship. But, like, it's not going to be, it's not this, like, world-ending super battleship. Because Iowa did not manage to sink Nevada very much.
Can we get cars in Legends? Are you asking if you can get cars in a ship game?
There is a car on the back of Marco Polo, if I remember right.
Here you go.
Yeah, there's a car in the port somewhere on one of the battleships.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Someone asked about it. Yeah.
Ouch. Destroyers do be annoying though.
Dodging the torps.
Yeah, this version. Yeah, Lepanto dispersion is. It's on the stream's on Birdie.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with full expectation that the Hayate is gonna be a bit surprised on the radar. Do I hit something here? Oh, pretty good. Couple of hits.
Please wait our.
Wait. I need to make sure that it's gonna be in range. I think it's in range now. Yep. You got this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Or, yeah, Wami got this. Still, I think this is gonna be the big up for us. We're up one ship, and yeah, I have an opening here to actually rush the enemy team. I'm kind of afraid of torps, so I'm gonna turn in just in case.
Let's see if we can knock on this Iowa's door.
Yep. We're speaking of an invincible Iowa earlier, so let's see.
What battleship had the highest ship sink count during World War II? That would be Warspite.
How much?
Depends on how you count assists.
I know that when I'm asking these questions, it's like kind of like I'm testing you.
Yeah.
But I genuinely think you know the answer.
Like, if you count assists, she's involved in the sinking of 6 or 7 warships. She basically like helped sink half of the German destroyer fleet. Full stop. In one battle.
In one battle as well. Okay, so there are a couple of things we can do here. The smart play is to kind of chill, because we have all caps. The fun play is to try and rush the 2 ships in front of us.
In terms of ships sunk during World War II by a battleship, it's going to be Warspite.
Okay, sea is kind of open. I don't have a radar. Flip has all the history knowledge. He does.
I don't know everything. I just know what I know.
And ask him what was the main menu aboard the Ark Royal. He probably knows.
I don't. My knowledge of ship food is limited at best. Besides the meme foods.
The meme foods?
Yeah, so almost all American ships from cruiser size and up had ice cream machines. Because it was considered very important for morale purposes.
Well, it is.
Yeah. And so, and I remember basically whenever the USS Atlanta came into service, they always have the first officers in charge of a ship.
Do you? Yeah,
Sorry?
you have a bit
Yeah.
more action than me.
The first officers of any ship will basically write a report of what's good, what's bad about the warship, and basically he wrote about Atlanta is this ship has so much stuff strapped onto it that should be removed, and one of them is the ice cream machine, because basically he felt that the ship, he felt rightly that the ship had too much on it, and it was overweight, which is correct for the Atlantas.
I think the sailors on board would be happier to remove anything else rather than that ice cream machine.
Yeah. Besides Unsinkable Sam, what other ship mascots did ship have? So, ship's cats have been a thing for millennia. There's been ship's dogs.
Oh, hello.
Hello there. I'll give it over to you. Oh, you have it.
I'll read you. We'll let the secondaries do the rest.
Yeah, ship's dogs have been a thing. Ship monkey, ship birds. Let's see, what other ship's animals have there been? There was at least one ship's elephant. Well, submarine's elephant.
What?
So allegedly, this could entirely be apocryphal, but allegedly the crew of HMS Conqueror, a nuclear submarine, had on board a baby elephant somehow. This seems to be a tall tale for me, but I'm pretty sure that most of the veterans of the Conqueror would swear that is true. So, who knows?
We can tell Oroz has been playing Verdi non-stop in test. I actually played my first game of Verdi today. So yeah, cool ship.
Yup. So, and look at that. Lepanto did better than Verdi.
Nerf Lepanto.
Yeah, nerf Lepanto. I mean, you guys said it.
How? It was a baby elephant?
Yeah. There's no way you could get it through the hatch otherwise.
Well, yeah. Play Congress. I think we can throw another Congress battle. Would you guys like to see one more?
Sure. We could try Congress again, yeah.
Yeah, let's do Congress.
What was the real HMS Conqueror? There was at least one battleship HMS Conqueror. I think it was Iron Duke class or King George V class. The first King George V class, because there's two of those. Get with your naming conventions, Britain. Please make it make sense. Otherwise, the second HMS Conqueror that's relevant is there was a nuclear submarine HMS Conqueror, which is the one that allegedly had the baby elephant on board.
I mean, sure.
Yeah, the elephant story does sound pretty sus. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's not. It's kind of like how I think that Unsinkable Sam was actually two different cats. I also think that the elephant story is a bit far fetched, but who knows?
Can't prove wrong or right,
Yeah.
I guess.
I don't know. Wouldn't put anything past British submarine mariners. Very true.
Pink Oleg.
Sold.
I don't know. Invest.
Um, I'll actually turn around and try and stick here. There was also some ship snakes at one point, and I can't remember what was. Was it a crocodile that they got on? One of the ships during the Russian voyage to the Battle of Tsushima got some kind of really weird exotic animal on board.
What's wrong with cats? Like, cats are fine. Like, cats make sense on board the ship.
Yeah,
But an elephant and a crocodile and a snake?
I think those are scenarios of why not?
A cat, just hangs around, thinks it owns the ship, probably. Like, won't cause any trouble. But a snake?
And also, ship seals are a thing, like lion seals, and because they're pretty trainable. I mean, the U.S. Navy still has seals in service, and so does the
In service.
anti-diver. Essentially, you park some seals at the mouth of a harbor that you don't want divers diving into, and
They don't.
yeah. Or if they do, the seal will attach. Basically, what they'll do is they'll attach a balloon to the diver's like diving tank, and it'll force them to the surface.
The more I know, the less I want to know.
Does Azalan Chapayev base trait only affect with HE shell damage? Yeah, basically only HE shell damage.
What is that? Probably a Tulsa. There are a lot of shots for a Tulsa. Ah, it's a Plymouth. Never mind.
Playing with the Anatols in there? Oh, okay. Maybe I can sneak along in there. Could be a problem.
Let's switch to you,
All right.
because I'm in a recovery mode right now. Still waiting on the ship Kangaroo to be a thing. What? What? Does Congress gun have the same sigma and velocity as Alaska?
Yep. Congress gun performance is exactly the same as Alaska.
However, you have a few less barrels.
Yeah. You have 7 barrels instead of 9 barrels. And I think the reload is longer as well.
Plus the ship is not as armored, I believe.
Yeah, the bow and stern is 27 millimeter, where Alaska's are 32 mil. How about a nuclear smoke bomb? Why?
No, how? Like, forget why. How?
I've been shooting at this Massachusetts the whole time. Yikes.
敵戦艦を発見。大物だな、指揮官。
Accuracy compared to Alaska, exactly the same. Battlecruiser dispersion with 2.05 sigma.
Accuracy the same, but less cells.
Yeah, less shells, so it might feel a little bit worse, just because you have less volume of fire going down range. Ah, that's where those guys went. Okay. My map, like my ability to pay attention to the map this game has been negative.
I'm also reading chat a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, Amagi is down.
Okay, it's just a Marco over there now.
Yep. What do I have with me? Tulsa. Don't think that's a good idea.
Marco's smoking.
But not nuclear smoke screens. How do you imagine a nuclear smoke screen to actually function?
He said something about like basically covering the entire map.
Well, a nuke covers the entire map, but does a lot more than just smoking. Let's
see. Marco's going to be out in the middle of the open soon. There he is.
Yep. He's radared.
敵巡洋艦を発見。腕の見せ所だな。
And now he's looking at me. Very long shots for 305 millimeter on a battleship.
Is Congress an Alaska class cruiser?
Yeah, Congress is basically kind of one of the. It's based loosely on one of the preliminary designs. The turret arrangement is not exactly correct because essentially the twin turret should be above the triple turret, or there should be two twins up front. So.
Marco Polo is on fire. I am on fire. I'm switching to AP. I expect he's gonna turn out.
I can't shoot at him anymore. Good luck.
Yep, that's... Yep, we're fine. We're fine. Completely fine. Absolutely calculated. Okay, so let's turn towards B, or I think you've got this covered, so I'm just gonna go towards C, get some good shots.
Pretty sure the third Alaska class battlecruiser was going to be the or large cruiser, however you want to say it, was going to be Hawaii, not Congress, but could be wrong, or different dates.
Ooh, the Tulsa. Ooh.
Big damage.
Yeah.
指揮官、私たちが優勢だ。
Plymouth booked it.
攻めていこう。
Okay. Come on, Aegir. And big chunk.
Did you chunk him like that?
Yep.
Okay.
That was a nice little citadel there.
Can the
See,
Marco Polo
can
not ram?
you take 2 of these torps.
Oh, sorry.
指揮官私たちが優勢だ
All right.
Okay, what's left?
浸水発生だ
There's a carrier. Oh, nice.
Yeah, the carrier's gonna come and try and finish me off. It's a Graf Zeppelin.
I don't know how much AI I have left, but I'm gonna try and join you. Night battles, any plans? No plans for night battles right now.
Yeah, there are a couple maps where where it represents nighttime. But the thing is, with having like true dark night battles, is that we want players to be able to see what's going on, and so that becomes an accessibility issue.
指揮官
The Graf Zeppelin is coming towards us.
ここからが本番だな
I had to wait till I finish that cap, and then now I'm gonna go see what I can do on this graph. Look at this graph. It looks like I'm not gonna get to do very much to him.
I might yoink the kill though.
Yoink!
Nope. Okay. I got out yoinked. Ladies and gentlemen. What happened to crossplay? It's still there.
Yeah. Like, we got crossplay all throughout this match here, so.
Does the steel assignment work with a fleet steel bonus? All steel, like
So,
whenever you get steel, the bonus is applied.
When it comes
basically.
to Angeline Chapayev, her base trait here is increased chances of incapacitating enemy ship's module. So this means module damage. So that would be module damage from all sources. So that's high explosive, that's torpedoes, that's going to be all that stuff.
Ripples next. We did try ripples, guys, but we're open to any suggestions that you might have regarding what we're gonna play next.
We could do Repulse again.
I mean, you have the speed build still.
Speed build.
Actually, give me 1 second. I wanna try and switch
So-
up my build a little bit.
Yeah, the Atago commander is essentially not going to be available again. So why did you add Constellation as a battleship that was never built when there was an actual aircraft carrier with that name? The Constellation aircraft carrier was one of the Essex class carriers, in which case it was not a very notable one. Whereas Constellation was the actual name of the first Lexington class battlecruiser that was laid down, CC-1. So for representing the Lexington class battlecruisers, Constellation makes sense because it's not really a name that was used by a famous ship, besides the original one that's still around today as a museum ship. But it makes sense for that ship.
Will Italian line have one strong ship in their line at the same level of the other nation? I'm not sure which line you're referring to.
Is there a specific order campaign ships are released, like 1 USA, 2 German, 3 Italian? Generally speaking, there is not an order, although there is a trend. Well, basically, there's a rule that July is going to be an American ship, pretty much. That's pretty much a rule. And then there's a trend where Germans will be the first campaign of the year in like February or into January. That's not a hard and fast rule, but it's definitely a trend. Otherwise, there's not really much rule other than what do we have available to bring to the game, win.
So there is no real pattern.
Yeah. So 4K 60 on PlayStation 5. That's something we're still working on and we want to bring, but it's not available yet.
What's to come in the next year or so? I don't think we can reveal that right now.
So, when it comes to the limit on training rooms, guys, if it really does seem that demand is going to stay around for training rooms, where we actually need to have more than 50 rooms, then we can look into doing adding more rooms. But we really do not expect that to be the case. So there's not really a ton of point of preempting that. What is my wish list for ships in World Warships Legends? It is long, lengthy, and kind of weird. I have dreams. I have dreams for memes.
Come on, tell us one of the weird ships at least.
I would like to see, like, somebody take like a key or an amagi and then change out the guns for 310 millimeter. I'm stealing that from Sharky. That would be pretty funny. Let's see. You know, just kind of some kit bash weirdo ships, things that didn't really exist, but why not kind of things.
What if?
Yeah, but I also want to see ships that did exist. So I want to see the Northampton class come at some point in the game because they're just beautiful ships. I also want to see the Revenge class come at some point because for whatever reason they're not in the game or modeled yet. You know, things like this. I want a mixture of what's real and fake. Mikasa with 410 millimeter guns.
No.
Having one of the German like super pre-dreadnoughts would be pretty funny, because they designed like basically imagine a Mikasa that goes 30 knots, or basically a Zeton with only 4 guns that go.
Yorio Savarov, top of that list, making multi-size gun. Yeah. So, being Greek, I do want to see Averov in the game, but it's
Not practical.
not practical, and the fact that the ship has different calibers of actual main guns is a bit awkward. At least in relation to the rest of the ships in the game.
Yeah.
But I definitely want to see that ship in the game at some point. I've been on Averov like multiple times. Yeah, what is going on? The ships are missing.
Yeah. What about HMS Valiant? I wouldn't say Valiant is like one of the ships that I would like to see. Of course, Valiant is important and has her own roles in both wars, but I would rather see maybe Barham come to kind of represent the non-refit Queen Elizabeth class. I really ate that. Was that a kamikaze? Essentially, like, because Valiant is essentially exactly the same as Queen Elizabeth is, so there wouldn't be much new to bring to the table there.
Okay, so a little bit about the battle we're playing. So, a ship in the enemy team just got Thanos snapped, and we're left defending an entire flank by ourselves.
Yeah. The Dutch Terrible Twins, do you mean like the Design 1047 battlecruisers? Those might be interesting. The tier 2 Ilmarinen. Oh no. Coastal defense battleship. Yeah, that's probably wishful thinking. Can I refund Arc Royal even though I got it in a crate during the update it came out? If you mean like you got it during a crate like in October, back in October, yeah, then you can refund Arc Royal if you want to. If you got it during this update from a crate, then you cannot, because after the change.
8C? Sure. Not gonna see me complaining.
Yeah. I would say, like, before you go about refunding it, make sure you give it a try first, because she's still very good, a solid carrier, or even very good. So, at least according to all the reports I've been seeing. So, she's not dead. Is it tier 1? Can we have USS Maine because of its historical value? I don't think so. Not because it doesn't have historical value, because it absolutely does, but mostly because it's so old that it would not be a good ship in the slightest. Because Maine was basically designed in the 1880s, so it would instantly become like the oldest ship today. And at that point in time, they were measuring battleship reload speeds in minutes per salvo instead of salvos per minute.
Yeah. That pretty much sums it up, I think.
Yep.
Is that the beyond? Okay.
Can you leave a link to the ticket thing? Not right now. You can find a link in the support team channel on Discord if you want to, or you can find it on our website.
Yep.
Does Repulse has short fuse AP? Because otherwise he would have sitted out that door.
Yep. The Texas fighting 8C usually, so I'm not afraid of him.
Zero outfit or Xbox give on input on how to change crossplay settings. On Xbox, you can change crossplay settings in the console settings itself.
Come on, Leander. I know you want to do it. Well, actually, can I do it? Yeah.
Could we see the Queen Mary enter the game at some point? She is modeled on PC, so maybe.
Okay, we need to take care of this Texas first.
So I don't know when I got it out of a crate, so what do I do, Blip? You can, or if you know that you didn't get it out of the crate today, then you can, then you're fine. If you got it today, then you're not fine.
Let's see again. Please, nice.
Nice.
The dream is alive. Is that it? I don't think I can do something against that.
I think an option in the future about having HE and AP loaded together, like a shell of AP in one gun and HE in the other. No plans for that, and that's not how it would really kind of work in real life, because you would essentially order your magazine crew to load up a specific type of shell well in advance, several salvos in advance, because shells would be progressing through the system as you were going. So you wouldn't really mix ammunition like that. And also, different ammunition has different ballistic properties, so you can't aim accurately two different kinds of ammunition at the same time, except in some rare cases. Because, like, for example, Iowa shells, the AP shells do like 768 meters per second, while the HE shells do 823 meters per second. So you need very different gun elevation ranges for each shell to hit a target. Which is something fire control computers at this point in time were not able to do 2 different calculations like that at once.
I tried.
There was an attempt.
Like actually, if the kamikaze didn't fire that last salvo, I can say I probably could have won the game.
Yeah. What is Rasputin without the skin? It's an Imperator Nikolai. Yeah, but it's larger than Imperator Nikolai is. Don't compare real life to this game. I'm sorry, but that's my job. That's why I'm here.
That is why I'm here. Okay. So, guys, I don't think we have enough time for another game, but we are here to answer a few last questions if you have them. So, ask away.
Yep. Will Arc Royal be available for purchase again? Right now, there are no plans for that. So right now, the only way to get them is through the Halloween crates, which are available in the Ultimate crates. But that's quite a long odds thing to get. So I do not recommend going specifically for Arc Royal.
Rocket planes, any plans? No. Nice hat. Thanks. Nice name, by the way. New maps, no plans. If there are, we'll announce. Will Brandenburg return? I don't think there are any plans right now. New history stream, possible. Can you play Tarta and Oleg? Not this stream. There is an Oleg aficionado in the team. He's probably going to join another stream and show you the ship. Big high sauce for Yamato, no plans. Why are you not running Al Hood? That's just my preference on the ship. Feel free to try anything.
I'm running Hood, though. No plans for a Florida buff right now, although I am definitely pushing for it because I would like to see that happen.
Why is Epicenter still in the game? Because it's actually really fun.
Yeah. Beehive shots for the Yamato. No plans for the Beehive shell because that's really not, it's not really a useful shell for anything that you need to do in game because it didn't work in real life for anti-aircraft purposes really. But it was good at shore bombardment, but that's not something we need in the game. So.
Epicenter is not fun. Tell us why in feedback. By the way, guys, again, for news, feedback, etc., down below in the description, we have all our channels. Go there, especially in Discord. We have a specific feedback channel. I read it every week. I read it a lot. And like, if you have an opinion, something that you want to share as feedback, do share it there. And I would even suggest doing that even if you come in the stream and give us your idea, because it's more likely that we're actually going to remember it.
Yeah. Best way to earn steel right now, you should do a special mission that's going on. So before you go, make sure you're doing your Steel Hunter missions. These will reset daily. I think they're only available for 1 week. So make sure
I'll have to check.
Yeah. So at least make sure you're definitely doing them this week, and then check at the end of the week if they're still going. But these will give you a significant amount of steel every day. So, and it resets in 14 hours. So make sure you go ahead and get that, get your daily wins done. But they're tier 8 and legendary tier only. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, with some new ways to spend steel, like for example, modules, epic and legendary ones. We added a few more ways that you can earn steel.
Yep. What's the best way to talk to us? Discord is the best way to talk with us. I'm pretty responsive to my direct messages.
Join general. We hang out there. We have chat about ships, sometimes food, and everyone's welcome.
Yeah. Why are you nerfing brawling ships like you did with Lepanto? What's the reason for it? Because Lepanto was the best performing tier 8 battleship. Period.
Yeah.
It was better than Musashi, better than Prince Ruprecht, better than everything else.
It wasn't necessarily targeted because it was a brawling ship. It was targeted because it was
too strong.
Too strong, yeah. Okay, I think this probably sums it up for today. So let's get into this camera. And well, guys, welcome to the anniversary update. I hope you all have a wonderful time, and I hope you did have a wonderful time today on stream. Thank you very much for joining us. Blip.
So thank you for coming, everybody. I've been here for 4 years now, and so has World of Warships Legends. So enjoy everything, all the fruits that come with the anniversary update. Plenty of free stuff to do, and have a great time. Training rooms, they're going to be quite full probably for the next few days, but things should even out and allow you to try out your things much easier in the coming days. So look forward to that, and we will see you in the next stream.
See ya.
Goodbye, everyone.